When it comes time to sell your home, oftentimes you're met with a flurry of advice from your friends, relatives, dentists, and anyone else who may have overheard that you were getting ready to move.
You have to stage your house. Your house needs to be completely empty when you sell. You have to paint everything a neutral color. Don't paint anything because the new owners may just change it. You should price it above market value because you can always go down. You gotta price it below market so that people will overbid. Now is a fantastic time to sell your house. This is the worst time to sell your house in the history of the known world.
And the list of advice goes on until finally you decide that rather than sell your home and go through the inconvenience of cleaning, painting, staging, and let strangers walk through your family home, maybe you'll just wait for another year. You know, Kevin and Tracy were in that exact same position before they came to us, having lived in their family home for over 20 years. They weren't quite sure of how to downsize, but they knew they needed to.
I think the biggest worry we had was we were buying a house before our house was on the market. You know, what if our house doesn't sell right away? What if it takes 3, 4, 5 months? I can remember when he came out for the first time, we sat down at the table and he had a very comprehensive list of sort of timelines of here's what's going to happen, this is what we're going to do next, this is what's going to happen after that.
We had him walk through our house with us, the house that we were going to be selling, and we asked him for feedback.
So we knew then that we had the right guy to both sell and buy a new house, so we were happy.
Yeah, Cam's honesty was really important to us too.
He said if you set it at this, you're probably going to get offers above asking price.
Multiple offers.
Multiple offers. So we took him for his word and he was 100% correct. We got 5 offers above asking price.
And he made the whole process less stressful for us.
He was handling both transactions, but he made it very uncomplicated, simple, and made the whole thing pretty easy and straightforward.
We've been able to help hundreds of clients just like Kevin and Tracy to sell their home and move forward with what's next in their lives. And so in this free training, as your local agent, I'm going to peel back the curtain and give you the top 10 things that you should do before you list your home in southern Maine and Seacoast, New Hampshire. So make sure to watch until the end because the last 2 things alone could add up to over $10,000 in equity when you list your property, and they will cost you absolutely nothing. But real quick, before we dive in, just let me introduce myself. My name's Cam Avery. I'm actually a local resident and real estate agent here in southern Maine and Seacoast, New Hampshire with the Avery Realty Group and Keller Williams Coastal Realty. So now that we've made our acquaintances, let's jump right in. The first thing I always recommend doing before you sell your home is to get rid of the clutter. As it comes time to list your home, one of the easiest and cost-effective ways to make your home feel bigger and show better is to remove all of the clutter from your home. The good news is that this will cost you nothing more than your time. The bad news is that depending on how long you've lived in the home, there may be quite a lot of it. Don't worry about the closets or the garages or the basements right now. Focus on the areas that people are going to be living in. Clean off your kitchen counters, your living room, your dining room table, and bathroom. You know, you don't need to take down every family picture. I know people say that, but if your house is a photo gallery of nothing other than your kids, it could help the new owners to feel more comfortable if you remove some of them. I know this step sounds simple, but it is one of the most easiest ways to maximize the profits of your home and ensure a quick sale. Number 2, and I'm giving all the worst ones first, just so you know, is to deep clean the neglected areas of your home. Now, I tell everyone that I'm just like Planet Fitness. I'm a judgment-free zone, okay? I get it. You live in your home. It's not a museum. You've got kids, you've got friends, family, relatives, and we all know that there are just some areas of our house that we don't get to clean every day or every week or maybe even every month. Now is the time to go through your home and tackle those neglected areas. Dust your ceiling fans, clean the windows, wipe down your baseboard, go through the home and picture yourself as seeing it for the first time. How would you feel if you were a buyer coming through your home? The goal is to make the house feel that it has been well maintained and lovingly cared for, which hopefully it has. Going the extra mile on cleaning before you sell will help you find the right buyer for your home. And if all that sounds overwhelming, don't worry, we've got a whole concierge of cleaners and handyman on our team that can make this process seamless so that you don't even have to lift a finger.
So Cam helped me sell my house, and right away I was impressed by his grasp of technology and the strategy that he had to get us the most for our house. We ended up getting multiple offers and received over asking price, and that was in large part because of his ideas and expertise, and couldn't be happier.
The next thing to do is to tackle neglected maintenance and repairs. Before you go and remodel your entire kitchen, make sure all of the light bulbs have been replaced. It's more important at this point to focus on any issues that you know need addressing, but you haven't been able to for one reason or another. Fixing the leaking faucet, power washing the deck, and having the furnace service are all examples of this type of maintenance. You want to avoid any issues coming up during the inspections, and if you know that there is an issue in your home, it's in your best interest to address it now before you put your home on the market. The cleaner and more well-kept your house is, the more money that you'll be able to sell your home for, and the more money a buyer will be willing to pay. Number 4, gather repair and renovation records. If you've lived in your home for any amount of time, chances are you've done updates to the home over the years. Now, what I've learned is that there's 2 types of homeowners. There's the homeowner that keeps literally every single piece of paper that they've ever had and information about the home, and they know exactly where it is. Or there's the type that hears this and thinks, oh crap, I threw all that stuff out. If you're the second one, don't panic. We have solutions. We'll figure it out. But if you are the first, then congratulations. You'll be more prepared to fill out the disclosures that talk about the past maintenance that you've had on the property. In some situations, there are warranties that you can pass on to the next owner, and it will be helpful to have those prepared at this time because there's nothing worse than having everything packed into moving boxes and realizing you need to find a piece of paper that you haven't seen in 17 years. Number 5, it's time to hire a great realtor. At this point, you are ready to begin the process of selecting a qualified real estate agent to sell your home. Studies have shown that homes that are sold with a real estate agent sell for 25% more than a home sold off market. Furthermore, 89% of homeowners who initially try to sell their home by themselves eventually sell with a real estate agent anyways, so it's my strong recommendation that before you go any further in this process, you interview real estate agents to determine who is going to provide you with the best service, discuss pricing strategies, receive a market analysis, and get a personalized advice on your specific situation and home. After watching this video, if you'd like to schedule a phone consultation with me, you can do so simply by choosing a day and time that works for you in the calendar below, and I will call you personally and we can discuss your specific goals in detail. I know you're probably still on the fence about selling right now, especially with the way interest rates are and inventory. You're probably wondering how you're ever going to find a place that works for you. Oscar and Jean were feeling the same way, but after setting up a consultation and making a listing plan, we were able to find and secure them a fantastic retirement home in Kittery and list and sell their home of over 20 years during a time when interest rates were over 7% and inventory was at an all-time low. This is what they had to say. Cameron did an excellent job in assisting us with selling our property at 2 High Point Circle and purchasing our new property at 58 Settlement Loop. His knowledge and expertise in the value of our property and our geographic area was very beneficial in both instances. Cameron was very patient, friendly, and immediately responsive to our concerns, be it large or small, while maintaining laser focus on the end result. We would not hesitate to highly recommend Cameron to our family, friends, and associates. Next, it's time to do some selective remodeling. Now, I want to stress this. I highly recommend speaking with an agent before you decide to do any sort of remodeling on your home, whether big or small. It may be the case that any renovations on your home simply won't add value to your property, or sometimes it's a dollar-for-dollar return, which makes no sense if you're planning on selling your home anyways. However, there are some small and simple things that can make a huge difference to the aesthetics of your home. Things like replacing light fixtures, cabinet hardware, and paint can make a massive difference in your home and give buyers a significantly better impression of your place. Replacing bathroom fixtures, vanities, and flooring can also significantly update your home and produce a solid return on your investment. Definitely at this point have a conversation with your realtor when they visit your property and ask them for a punch list of recommendations that they would recommend for things to do before you sell. Sometimes, and oftentimes actually, there's very little to do in regards to major renovations before selling your property because you don't want to run the risk of spending thousands of dollars to renovate your kitchen only to have the new buyer come in and hate the color of cabinetry that you chose. Number 7, consider a pre-inspection. Having your home pre-inspected takes one of the biggest question marks out of the home sale process, the home inspection. This is a great option, especially if you're concerned about your home and want to get ahead of issues before they arise. Another great aspect of the pre-inspection is that it motivates buyers to make an offer without having their own inspection because they have all the information and knowledge that they would receive from having their own home inspection performed. We have a few great home inspectors that perform pre-inspections for us all the time, and it's a solid strategy to ensure a smooth home sale with the least amount of headache. Number 8, focus on curb appeal. There is a crazy statistic that says that home buyers will know if they're interested in your home within the first 20 seconds of pulling in the driveway. The first impression of your home makes such a huge impact that we recommend putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer and driving in your driveway. What are your first thoughts? Wow, this is welcoming, or wow, they need to mow the lawn. Obviously, seasonality will affect this, so if it's the dead of winter, we're not expecting your landscaping to be amazing, but even during the off-season, it's possible to create a welcoming experience for potential buyers. Also, the first few seconds inside the home are critical. Make sure it smells nice. Put out a clean linen air freshener to ensure that the first impression of your home is in keeping with the price tag that you're asking for your property. Do not overlook this step. In fact, this is one of the most crucial parts of the home selling process, getting first impressions right. Take your time. Go the extra mile, make it special, and I promise you it will pay off in spades. Next, prepare a market analysis, marketing package, and listing timeline. The number one reason that your home will sell ultimately is not the curb appeal, or the new light fixtures, or the brand new fresh linen Glade plug-in that you have in the wall. The reason that your home will sell is because it's priced appropriately for the market. Pricing your home correctly when you hit the market is extremely important because 80% of the interest in your home is going to come within the first 2 weeks of being on the market. There's nothing worse than being the house that sits on the market, leaving everyone wonder, what's wrong with that place? Only to be forced to reduce your price in order to entice a buyer to make an offer. In order to price your home right, you'll want to prepare or have prepared for you a comparable market analysis. Essentially, what you're going to do is look at similar homes that have sold near you within the last 6 months and see what they've sold for. Then, using appraisal adjustments based on square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, and other factors, you can determine a price range that your home should reasonably expect to sell for. Of course, you can go on Zillow and check out your Zestimate, but computers can only be as good as the information they have to work with, and so it's going to be best to either do this yourself or have a local real estate agent help you with pricing, because this one factor alone will be the difference between your home selling quickly for thousands over asking price or sitting on the market for months on end. Finally, it's time to take professional photography and video. We know that 99, if not 100% of people are going to view your home online before they set up a time to come in and see it in person. And so everything that you do from a marketing perspective should be focused on making your home look as good as it possibly can in a digital format. Having professional photography and videography of your home is an essential part of being able to market your home and command the attention to the right buyers. The best part of this is that we actually include the last two items completely free of charge with every home that we list. We'll complete a market analysis, marketing package, and listing timeline for your property, and then we'll take high-end photos and videos to be able to market your home across all of our digital media platforms. We know that you have enough to focus on when it comes to moving, and we don't want to leave anything to chance, so that's why we include all of this for free as part of our complete listing package. Now, I know you probably have another agent that you've been thinking about calling, and I get that. Diane and Ed actually had another agent too, but after discussing their home goals and realizing that our innovative marketing plan is light years ahead of the competition, they actually decided to list with us and sell their condo in Dover, and this is what they had to say. We want to thank Cam Avery for helping us sell our condo in New Hampshire. It was a pleasure doing business with him. He handled everything professionally and sold the unit within a week. We would highly recommend him and his services if you're planning to sell or buy property. It's so unfortunate that so many people are sitting on the sidelines, not moving forward and settling for a house that doesn't meet their needs simply because they're scared about interest rates. Thankfully, we've partnered with some of the best lenders in the business who are offering some incredible plans and the most competitive rates available. The reality is that if you can afford to buy a home right now, you should do so before it's too late. Affordability in this area is not going to be getting any better anytime soon, and so rather than simply wait another year and hope things get better, it's time to take action. I know because I just did that. I bought a house last month and I was not thrilled about the interest rate, but you know what I am thrilled about? The fact that I have a house that my family can enjoy for the next decade, that my kids can grow up in and not be tripping over each other, and that we can always refinance out of for a lower rate when it comes. There's no guarantee that you'll be able to afford a home next year or the year after, and so if you're serious about moving forward with what's next in your life, go ahead and schedule a call with me today. It's not too early. If you're just getting started in the process, don't feel like you need to wait. Go ahead, schedule a call today because we are ready to get to work for you.